Hello, my friends. I hope that this video and aesthetic vibe will ease you into relaxation. Welcome to Reddit Therapy. Take a deep breath in, then breathe out. Enjoy some of the best memes and stories, all on Reddit. If you are new and you like this video, then welcome. Friend, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So this is actually what happened between my father and the contractor who built his house, my childhood home. In 2000, my parents and their two young children, ages 7 and 5, that's me, were looking to move into a house big enough for a family of 4 and that they could stay in for a very long time. They found a newly constructed street in a quiet neighborhood in a town known for being family friendly. It was perfect. There were only 4 available lots, so my mother chose the one she liked best. Now the houses on these lots were still under construction, so they were mostly just framing at this point. So my parents decided to contact the contractor, let's call him Alfred, and see if they could have any input into the design, as they had already set up a mortgage agreement on the property. Alfred agreed, but didn't let them do too much. Which wasn't all that bad. My parents were pretty busy trying to sell their old house anyway. A few months go by, and the house is finally ready to be moved into. My parents are thrilled, they finally have their family home. We move in and everything's great. For about 36 hours. On literal day 2, the furnace in the basement breaks and spews smoke throughout the whole house, setting off the smoke detectors. The police and fire department show up, investigate, and tell us that we can return in 72 hours. So we stay in a nearby hotel for the 3 days. Everything is great again, until we start noticing a bunch of small details that Alfred seemed to have overlooked. My dad hires a home inspector to look at the house. The inspector finds numerous faults that could cost thousands to fix. My dad is pissed. So my dad, being the calm bum he is, and I love him for it, decides to get some help in paying for these repairs to his 7-month-old house. You see, Alfred had been the contractor for 4 houses on the street, of which only 1, ours, had been bought. So my dad went to the bank and expressed interest in the other lots. He asked that a $1,000 lien be placed on each one. This was all legal. Alfred found out and was rightfully angry. He couldn't sell these lots because of the liens. He asked my dad to remove them. My dad agreed and said he would, if Alfred paid for the repairs. Alfred refused to pay, so my dad refused to lift the liens. Alfred then sues my parents. My parents counter-sue. The court rules in favor of my parents. My dad had to lift his liens. But Alfred, he had to pay my parents $50,000. Instead of paying $2,000 to $3,000 for repairs. And a home inspector looked at the other 3 lots and made him pay for any repairs on them. So this wasn't me. It happened at one of the retail cell phone stores I manage a few hours ago. We put out demo phones for customers to play with. The funny thing about these phones is that they are locked, cannot be used, and of no real value. From time to time, a dumb thief will come in the stores and take one of these phones. Today was one of those times. This particular store is usually slow, so having 1 or 2 employees working at a time is normal. Today one was at lunch, so only one employee was in the store. In walks two guys. One is engaging with the employee, asking questions, acting like an interested buyer. The second is looking at the demo phones, but in reality is taking it off the security stand. The employee notices the guy has removed the demo phone from the security device and turns to look at him. The thief makes a run towards the door, and unbelievably, the employee tackles the thief. The two roll around exchanging blows outside the store. It was a completely crazy scene. The good part about all this is that the thief got away with the phone, but in the process of wrestling with the employee, dropped his car keys out of his pocket. The employee picked up the car keys and went inside the store, locked the door, and called the police. To keep a longer story short, the cops came and towed the thief's 2016 Honda Accord. So he got a play phone that is as good as worthless, and lost a good car. Also, the cops were easily able to identify the thief and put a warrant out for his arrest. If you are new and you like this video, then welcome. Friend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.